have a chance to take the lead.
You saw when Enable went to go push him with kinetic armor right there. If he has fast hands, that's an engagement that he wants.
That's true, yeah.
No fast hands, the pre-aiming submachine gun gets the better of him.
And like, would you be prepared for that if you played without it from time to time? Sure, but these guys never play without fast hands, and they're the ones that end up banning it out. The L card looking strong for the Eagles, so not able to find the second. Luminosity trying to get the tie, trying to hold on, and with them spawning out, looking at the rotation out, FaZe has to give it up. This is going to be Luminosity's hold, but FaZe will be set up early. Trying to get one in the back, and that's going to be Heatwave coming in from spacing, trying to turn the person in, finds one, can't find two, Clayster Solana able to trade it out. They're picking up the counter, FaZe plan, gets the win in game one, Clay's on his feet.
I heard Clayster begin to scream once he went on that 6th streak. He was the one that banned out fast hands, and in the end it was a little bit closer than they would have wanted, but it works out. Even in the final kill cam, Hardwired, the only perk 2, rarely do you ever see that, and what a way to kick off Championship Sunday here at MLG Orlando.
And it was really, I mean, yes, Clay, but it was that stretch where I think you had about a 14 streak. Up the play.
One final push for Luminosity, stuck with the He's got Psychosis, 15 seconds left, it's 2 dead on FaZe. It looks like LG might just do it, the throw! It goes in, and Luminosity will fight another game in the first match of Championship Sunday.
Oh, Lord help me. I thought the interception was there. I don't know who it was from FaZe. You saw him go vertical, thought he had the pick, but just over the top. We got ourselves a series now, baby.
1 point, the difference in that game, and you see some frustration there from Clayster as he realizes that one he might have missed. Well, to be honest, the one he did miss was at least in the fighting overtime.
They missed that one, but the one where he's full white, they get that 3:30 a.m. when the FaZe match is finished. Clay told me he fell asleep about 4:30. He got a couple hours of sleep. Got breakfast.
Yes, I'm here with Zuma after their impressive win over Luminosity there. Tommy, you guys are looking like you're going to make another impressive run in the losers bracket. Let me start from game 1. You guys bring out an interesting band, decided to take out fast hands from the game. What was the conversation like between team? What made you guys decide to go after that perk?
Honestly, we were like, yo, we're tired as hell. We got like 3 hours of sleep. I was throwing up for like an hour, so that was pretty bad. So we're just like, yo, let's ban fast hands and just see what happens from there. So,
yeah, all right, fair enough. So we go into the search and destroy. You're making plays all over, pretty straightforward win for you guys. Then heading into the uplink, comes down to the final wire. You guys wind up losing it in the last couple of seconds. And the theme of the weekend, well, MLG events in general, reverse sweeps all over the place. You guys are no stranger to that. Were you guys at all worried after losing that uplink and then going to the CTF that the reverse sweep could possibly happen?
No, not really. We were pretty confident. We were gunning out. Everybody was feeling hot, so we weren't really worried at all. Just playing confident, playing our game. Just gotta play.
Yeah, all right, sounds good. Now, looking ahead in the tournament for you guys, Envy wound up taking down Rise Nation in 3-1 fashion. How do you feel you match up against those guys? Because you're going to be facing off against them next.
I know all those guys. I know how they play. I think it's going to be a good matchup. Should be a good match, so should be a good one.
Is there anybody from Envy that you're maybe afraid of or you're looking to shut down to help increase your chances at winning that match?
No, we're not scared of nobody. It doesn't matter who we play. Just play whoever we get, play our game, do our thing, and then just go from there.
Well, it's an impressive win from FaZe Clan over Luminosity. They're continuing to make an impressive run in the losers bracket. That's going to do it for this match. I'm going to send it over to the guys on the analyst desk to lead us into the next match. Give us your thoughts on what just happened here as well.
Thank you very much, Revan. Always good to hear from Zuma on the result of that game. And you know, we thought maybe the reverse sweep could happen.
Series for Elman. Look, Nagafen no longer with that sniper. Optic again, playing for a B-site retake, and now more than ever, I feel like that's possible due to what they have available to use. You've got Karma, the Heat Wave, 36 with active camo, probably the 2 best abilities you could have in this scenario. 4 pushing Jack in the kitchen. This objective will be planted by Nagafen. 4 will still electing to use his sniper, as now the action will begin to heat up towards this B-side of the map.
One player going on that outer wall run. He saw that line with X-ray. It's going to be not even able to get one, but we're still on board.
Behind, he's able to get one.
with any shot with the arcade 5 on the Scump, but Scump's quickly taken out by Naga. It's going to be all up to Formal with the snipe in hand, and just does not have a lot of time. Going to pull the arcade 5 out. Formal. Oh, some suspect shots there from Nagafen after about 30 bullets. He's finally able to connect with 4.
Nagafen will be the one to make the first move. He was out and it's gone. Replays has been very vocal on the analyst desk of why he just does not like that play. And as I'm criticizing now, even before Crimsix does the same.
Well, you use it to get into an advantageous position. It's just that, Nagafen picks to go mid with it, see if they're going to go over towards B, cut them off with camo. Does not work out. It's going to be Formal and Crim with kills for Optic Gaming. They need to get Aqua out of this position. If they do that, looks like Optic Gaming can put it away. Crim picks up a huge kill. All on Nagafen here, the 1v3 to try and keep Elevate alive.
He no longer has a specialist to work with either. It's looking grim. He's got a fuse as well. He's been spotted. In cruise control on Championship Sunday. Number 2, and now are in full command of this series.
I tell you what, I think that was one Elevate.
Getting past it in time? It does appear so, but oh, the green wall. Hold on. Let's see a tie. 3 interceptions in that game.
You can see it develop though. I mean, when you saw Karma going in for the 2-point play, I mean, at least in my eyes, the first thing I'd look at is that mini-map with these.
Last night when they won their semifinals match in the winners bracket, they're doing it again here. Optic Gaming guaranteed.
Time and time again, in these long games, especially note 3 and 4, your uplinks from CTF, Karma is the player who makes plays for this team.
An interesting player. Unorthodox at times. How does he continue to come up clutch with the big plays you need him to?
I have no idea. Madden said that the Slayers on the team, me and Damon and I, we're the clutchers. So we clutch up when it needs to happen, and we did right there.
Well, you keep it going, and this is reminiscent of what Anaheim Winners Bracket Finals. I believe you guys 3-0 Elevate as well. They end up battling back. You face them again. How do you continue to have this team specifically have their number in the Winners Bracket Final?
I don't know. I don't really have their number. I mean, in Search I played well, but Damon played great the whole series, so really proud of him. And today, this match specifically, probably our best teamwork-based match we've ever played. So.
Well, it was fun to watch, man. It really, really was. Now, on the other side, you've got FaZe and Envy going up against each other now. Winner of that's going to be going up against Elevate. What's your gut? Who do you think is going to come out of it and make it to the final to face you guys?
You guys always ask me these questions. I don't care. I really don't care. So whoever shows up, whoever we match up against in the champ final, we're gonna beat them.
Our final question for the Optic fans at home. This grand final here in Orlando. What statement are you guys trying to make?
To us, honestly, this is just practice. This is practice. No, I'm not trying to roast or anything like that. It's just this is practice for the big one. It's in 3 weeks. So we're just having fun.
Well, keep it up. You guys are looking great. I appreciate it, buddy. Good luck in the final, but to break it down, that Winners Bracket Final will toss it back over to the analysis desk.
All right, thank you so much, David. Crim don't care. Doesn't matter who he plays in the final.
I love you.
And, I love Crim6's mentality. He knows there is a huge tournament just a few weeks away, Labor Day at
like everything else. Yeah, he fixed it up.
once again, it's a clean break for Team Envious. Camo popped once again from JCat as MG are trying to lock down this hard point. You see how Elevate are trying to break from the rock side of the map.
And they are picking up a serious amount of time. That lead, which was kind of back and forth at the beginning of this one, Revan has kind of spiraled a little bit out of control in favor of Team Envious. Of course, it's definitely not over yet. One good bunker control from Team Elevate for some straight back.
What a stage we now have set for our grand finals match here at MLG Orlando. It's Optic Gaming versus Envious. It couldn't have worked out any other way, but I first want to start off because this is the first time really seeing you guys today on the main stage for Championship Sunday. To get to this match, you first had to go up against FaZe. Briefly walk through what worked for you guys in that series. How did you even get to this match today?
Well, going against FaZe, we knew they were going to be a tough opponent. We obviously know they're really skilled. So we honestly, we just went hard, tried our best, kept the momentum, and we knew that we really wanted to get a grand finals and win this thing.
Well, you mentioned keeping the momentum. It looks like you did it right there. Your respawn game mode has been just unbeatable this weekend. You could really rival anybody, and you'll definitely be tested in the finals. What is it about this team that just works so well, especially in the respawn game modes?
I mean, we all have the ability to slay. Any of us could go off at any time, which really helps. We all get the clutch gunfights and clutch kills that really help us just contain map control and just do it really well.
Now, we saw earlier this weekend where Elevate wound up going up against LG on that exact map in game mode, 13-0 at the half. You guys just decimated them, everyone having huge performances. You gotta be on top of the world. You're now about to go up against Optic Gaming. Maven asked Crim6, who does he want to face? Crim had a pretty simple answer. He does not care. He said he'll destroy anybody in his path. Do you have anything you want to say to Crim6 and to any of the doubters out there going to this grand final?
Honestly, I just really wanted to play Optic coming to this tournament. They're like the one team that everyone has doubted that we can beat, so I'm just going to try my best and see how it goes.
Well, it should be a lot of fun. The MLG Orlando Grand Final is coming up soon. That was Apathy. He's got to get ready for his match. But for now, to close out the series, we'll send it back over to the boys at the desk.
Thank you so much, Jack. Put your hands together one more time. Envy is moving on to the championship match. This is the squad that won stage 2. They now have a chance to make it repeat tournaments back-to-back, but they'll have to get through Optic Gaming. First though, let's break down this game 3. This looked like a pump stop here from 4 pro players, only felony.
Will Optic be the back-to-back MLG champions or new?
Alongside the 2-time world champion, the only 2-time world champion in Call of Duty, Karma, and then of course you got the Slayers and Formal and Skunk, who have put on a show against Elevate earlier in the day. On the other side of the stage, Merc, I want you to walk me through the Boys in Blue. Tell me about this squad.
Yeah, so you have the AR Slayer Slasher sitting right there. Arguably one of the best players in the game at this moment. You have Apathy next to him. Then you have John. Apathy and John are those SMG duos. They put on so much pressure. And then lastly, you have the captain, JCat. This guy is that.
Before the match kicks off, real quick, strategies we should be looking out for both teams.
Basically just taking your time to break kills and kill stacking. Stacking at least 3 people in both teams heavy slaying. Expect a lot of back and forth gameplay on every single.
Yeah, just rotating to those hard points early and trading effectively. Like you said, you have to be able to control inside of those hard points for going far.
Rotations are the most important thing, but hill stacking, what TP said, I really want to focus on that.
Optic just not able to break, regardless of whether they have specialist use. It's just not enough firepower. You're relying on Skunk and Crim so heavily to go in and get a 2-piece and open things up for the rest of the guys. It's just not going to work out.
Yeah, it's like when they were set up early, they usually do all right. It's just the breaking side of that was difficult. Once Envy got control, so tough to get.
It was like TP was talking about the analysis desk. He's only in that position because John is calling in the dark. So he's protecting John calling in the dark, and just unfortunate circumstances where the guys on Optic are pushing right towards him, kills the first guy, beautiful use of Heat Wave, and it takes out the second one. Everything falls apart from Optic from that point on. But those are just the type of plays that Apathy makes. Like I remember, when he was on Strictly Business back in Ghost, like he was the most annoying player on the planet. Like he just always plays in those weird spots and comes up with these big two pieces. Yeah. And he's really been a thorn in the side of Optic this far.
Now remember, if you're not accustomed to double elimination, if Envy takes this best of 5 series, we will be going to a second best of 5. So if you're an Optic gaming fan or new to Call of Duty, don't worry, there's a ton to be played here. But to break down the search and destroy, Pumpkin and crew, take it away.
All right, thank you very much, fellas. Envy off to another hot start, but this time it's against Optic Gaming. Optic, they go up 3-1.
15-second reset, they would have had no chance to get the drone back. And now you see Slasher there, he tried to jump down and take it back. Not enough boost possible. The Cerberus is gone. Slasher picking up some kills, that does not matter. Optic Gaming stays alive here. The first best of 5.
Oh Lord, is it time for a reverse sweep yet again? How many have we seen this weekend? Probably too early to call, but Optic finally showing light in this first series.
Yeah, it was very good in the uplink. I think it was Karma though with some big plays. When it was Karma and Crim specifically in that last sequence when Envy gets control of the Optic base, they have the streaks on Slasher, they throw the Cerberus down, Karma picks up one right on drone spawn, Crim picks up the other player coming through the middle, forces JCap to rotate off of his great spawn with the assault rifle, they pick him up as well.
Really saving the game there for Optic after the sort of mishaps that were going on earlier in that one.
You know, I think a lot of people look purely at the statistics, but going back to Crim 6 is
Crim there to put it in. Optic up 2 flags going in the second half. That is one that Envy could not have afforded to give up.
That one's painful. And is a 2-cap lead that scary when you're swapping sides? No, but to have it happen that basketball with 0.5 seconds left on the clock, you're feeling that one for the opening minute of the second half, I think.
We didn't actually get to see it from his POV, but Karma cuts through Mansion, comes behind 2 players, and takes them out just as Envy was pulling the flag. Another big play from Karma in games 3 and 4.
That is a 5-minute flawless hold from Optic. They don't allow anything to go through from the least preferred side. That was textbook.
Yeah, big win for Optic Gaming there. In game 5, they're so good at games 3 and 4. The Karma is making some more plays. Crim though, and that one absolutely crushed. Goes 26 and 14, 3 captures of the flag, 2 flag returns, big plays all across the board for Crim.
Crim, I mean, like you said,
with the team, especially on that offense, hit that pop down. This is going to be a crazy game 5.
Now, this is the first time we've seen Envy not go for that kinetic ban.
Here we go, Optic getting the kill things off our offense. Crim, the GOAT, took control there in the CTF. Can you keep it going here?
Like an inch, and they're going to let Formal keep going for this pick. You see on the menu how defensive the offense is going to be from Optic Gaming. They're going to play very far back, not going to decide on a bomb site right away. They're going to try and make the defense of Envy rotate
I was just looking at the triangles on the minimap, like waiting for them to line up perfectly, and just gets the shot. Formal 6th up there, 4-0 with yet another first blood, trying to go over the top, see if he can find anything from a trophy doing work right now. Saw Apathy for a second. Apathy, do not beat this. Apathy, you know he has some sniper trying to hold him at the edge. Apathy backing down.
I don't know it. About an inch, and this is where they need to start pushing Formal. He pops that Psychosis, they're able to take him out in the mid-map, but what Formal didn't know is actually Apathy picks up John's sniper rifle, so Apathy has the snipes in his hand, does not Optic up 3-0.
Oh God, this is feeling very familiar.
Opportunity to close them out, to do it. It's the same thing we saw at Rise yesterday. Like a second away, they don't do it, and then be here. May have given this series away back in game 3.
Well, the crowd certainly behind Optic. You hear the chant starting as they're looking to close this one out. We're going to go with the offense now for the attack of Envy. Let's check the snipers over the top for a second. I want to see if maybe he can hit the edge and get an angle. He's looking towards mid-map, but not anyone pushing for that side, so it's likely going to be Crim 6, kind of the lone man to deal with the pressure. Let's come in with Wallbang. He's actually getting some shots in, gets backed up. Now, he will have some sniper coverage in the back when Performer was here to maybe provide some support. He's able to get the assist. Crim finds the first kill. Can Crim find any more attacks? Not many, but not able to close it out. Another rotation coming across. You have the rest of the players coming in. Not able to win it. Now going to be on Formal and Scup. Formal drops in the back. Scup in a 1v3. Looks like they would have wrapped the bomb, but he's able to find one. Now 1v2. Can't get it done.
And they decide they want to make a push. They can't go anywhere. Maybe sees the tip of Slasher's gun. I don't know.
I thought he did. Maybe Karma can get the angle. Well, we'll tell how Karma. Yeah, he saw. He had it. You saw how
he had to call it out, Karma, but Karma does not have a good angle here to attack this, and now sees that the player has moved. Now the nade comes over the top. They know where Slasher is. Does not matter. Slasher wins one gunfight. John with another. Formal's tagged up from the nade in the mid-street. He's going to fall. J-Cap gets on the board as well. Stuck the last one alive here, and this is what happens sometimes when they play slow. Here you see John going for a crazy snipe over the top. Not going to get any vision on anyone. And you see now Optic, they elected to stack the B site and have one player over an 8. If you're NB, you just beat Optic when they were playing in the slow play style. Why go to it yourself? I mean, you know what works. Just gonna go with it. Slasher gets first blood though, taking out Formal. That is huge. Eliminating the sniper presence on the side of Optic Gaming.
John, who I just switched off, saved J-Cap's life in a big way.
So John picks up one at the end of tracks. This is a round where NB should win it and tie things up 3-3. Slasher picks up another kill, and now you see Krim, the last one alive here in a 1v4.
And this has been like really, really lopsided rounds these past couple for Optic, and that's 3 in a row from Envy. The crowd is freaking out. Optic chants going off as they're up 3-0. Envy pushing this to a second best of 5.
And honestly, this is something that I did not expect. When I saw Envy go down, I was like, oh man, this is like a typical Optic. No reverse sweep. They're going to make this comeback and just dominate Game 5. I couldn't be more wrong. Envy fights all the way back. 1 round away from forcing a second best of 5. And I think I know the tournament were to end here. Slasher is like gotta be the MVP for me. I mean, he has just played insane the entire weekend. And now Optic Gaming on the offensive side of things. Let's see what they decide to do.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a strong beat-in coming up from center off.
Completely dominates here on Fringe uplink. It was never really close. The search and destroy was a blowout, so was the uplink. And that is it. 1 second left. It ticks away. And there you have it. Optic Gaming are your MLG Orlando 2016 champions. All right, getting a shot now of the guys. Class acts. I mean, I know this hurts for the side of Envy, obviously. You think you have it, you push your best of 5. Now, let's actually think about this Optic side. I know the squad may be a little bit different, but back in Advanced Warfare, twice they came back on the 2 best of 5s. It was Advanced Warfare Columbus, and then also in Season 3. Here they get it done. You see the boys with the trophy, smiles on their faces. That's back-to-back MLG trophies for the Optic Gaming squad.
Yeah, they have really proved themselves to be the best team in Black Ops 3. A lot of times, you know, they kind of look like they are beatable, but right there in that second best of 5, they just showed you how well they can be.
Oh, make some noise for these 4. What an epic performance. You had Karma clutching, the slaying coming in from Scump, Krim doing everything he can in search and destroy, and you saw the snipe from Formal throughout. Impressive, impressive stuff.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, that second best of 5, they probably did not expect to go there, but they take care of business with ease.
All right, well, now we have Big Jack on the floor with Optic. Take it away, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are down on the floor with your MLG Orlando champions, Optic Gaming. Give it up for them. Much deserved, much deserved. Now, I got to talk to you, Scump, on this one because another time at an MLG Open event, you guys have a very testing and grueling finals. Back at MLG Anaheim, it's a reverse sweep all the way to Game 5. This time around, you almost get the reverse sweep. NB clutches up to force a second series, but you guys just look like different beasts. What was the difference between Series 1 and Series 2?
Series 1, I feel like the first 2 maps that we lost against them, it was the same as Rise. Like, seriously, exact same situation. I feel like we played the map perfectly, and then at the very end of the game, we just made small mistakes. And then in SND as well, our situational plays, we gave up like 2 4v2s, which is unacceptable when you're playing a team like Envy. It's just, we started to clutch up again, and we started to really minimize our small mistakes in the second series.
Now, everyone remembers back at Stage 2, not the performance you guys wanted to get, but you were your own biggest critics. You all went on Twitter, you said, we have to practice. We need to put in the time, and boy, oh boy, did you. I saw every single night the scrims coming in. How much more prepared did you feel for this event? Is this one of the most prepared you felt for any event in Black Ops 3?
Oh yeah, it was actually insane. I don't think I've ever scrimmed that much in my life. We didn't miss a day for like 2 full weeks, and I mean, it really showed. Our respawn game was incredible, even on our weak maps. You know, French Hardpoint was one of them. We won that against Elevate in Winners Finals, so we really capitalized on our practice schedule and routine, and I think that really helped us out here.
Now, you're 1 month away less than that now from Call of Duty XP. Your teammates, most of them champions, but now you and obviously Formal still seeking that big ring. It's everything that's on everyone's mind. Is this the year it finally happens? Because I vividly remember MLG Worlds, October of 2015. I asked Krim, I said, with next year Black Ops 3, what do you want to tell the competition? He said, watch out. You're now back on top. Is anything going to change heading into that event? Any words for your competition?
I mean, it's going to be a great event. We're going to keep up the practice routine and the schedule, definitely, because, I mean, it showed here that it really helped us out. I don't have anything to say to the competition. I just be ready. Let's go.
All Scump's ready for it, guys. I do have to say we have one more award to give away. This is your Control Freak MVP. Oh, gosh. Look at the size of this one. It's going to Karma. Hoist that trophy up. Much deserving. Karma earned this throughout the weekend for his incredible clutch plays that he made, unlike any other. Guys, I'm going to step out. Go ahead. Hoist your trophies. Optic Gaming, your MLG Orlando champions.